Dr. Yana Johnson, MBE, is a widely accomplished cosmetic industry entrepreneur as founder of Yana Cosmetics and change agent who accelerates corporate results in a highly competitive retail cosmetic industry. She received the Queen's Honor Recognition of MBE services to the cosmetic industry and is a recipient of 7 additional business awards. She possesses a keen ability to identify, assess, and enhance critical business drivers, having been instrumental in conceptualizing, launching, and growing a thriving cosmetic line. She is an accountable leader with an exceptional ability to engage and inspire others, combined with a sense of urgency to deliver results in key performance areas. She joins me on the Just Steve Show today to talk about her journey into the world of cosmetics.
I am excited to introduce to you Woodbury Terrace, a quintessential opportunity to own one of the crown jewels of Lekki homes. Excellence finally has an address. Placed in an up-and-coming area of the island and strategically located opposite Lagos Business School sits these distinguished, luxurious 4-bedroom terraces. Our tour begins with the spacious ground floor, comprising of a large open-plan living dining area, a guest room with an ensuite, as well as the good-sized, fully fitted kitchen through the rear of the lounge. Adjacent to the stairs is the mini lounge, which is the ideal hangout place for your kids away from the main lounge, or for you to just enjoy the cool breeze from your own private balcony. Opposite the mini lounge is bedroom 2 with its ensuite. Bedroom 1 boasts of a balcony, an ensuite, and immediate access to the second lounge. Finally, we have the very spacious master bedroom, positioned for maximum privacy, with built-in wardrobes and a deluxe ensuite. This prestigious development is built to a very high standard, completed with hand-selected finishes, precision craftsmanship, and a wealth of home technology. Our luxury homes start from 30 million naira, and mortgages can be arranged with as little as 30% deposit. We are selling now, so contact us today to secure your unit.
You're welcome back from the break. If you're just joining us, this is the Just Steve Show, and I have the privilege and honor of having this beautiful lady with me, Dr. Yana Johnson, MBE. I must put that. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
That's good. Okay, now, you see, this is something that I always do. I always like to go back to the beginning with all my guests. How did your life start? What was your growing up like?
I grew up around, and many of us have talented parents. My father was a builder, and he pioneered a build in the UK of about 13 houses. And my mother, fantastic administrator. And I grew up around people who, they survived by doing what they were good at. Baking, making cakes, doing hair, building. And so I think I saw that earlier on in my life, where people just take control of their lives with the skills that they have.
So what was yours?
Initially, I wanted to be a dancer when I was about 4, but in my pre-teen years, I joined a theatre group, and I was a bit shy to act, so I got writing, songwriting, poetry, and I'm just passionate about singing, passionate about writing songs, and then went to university, and eventually founded Yana Cosmetics.
So what did you study in university?
I studied environmental control, which is quite random.
No, I find that most of the times you just deviate from what you went to school to study.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now let's talk about the cosmetics, Yana Cosmetics.
Yeah.
What informed you doing that?
I would travel a lot, and while at university I did a program where students can travel to and from America, different places.
But one of the things that was quite repetitive was my British friends stealing my English stuff when I travel and come back, or my American friends stealing my British stuff, makeup, fashion, you know, those times we didn't have certain brands over in America or here. And even then I became a bridge showing trend. And so when I formed Yana Cosmetics, it's because the market in the UK didn't have lots of choice of makeup, understanding how to bring that look that we love when we see professional Black Americans, etc. And I wanted our people, myself, I wanted to look good, and so I brought that brand, I pioneered that brand here.
So what year was this?
This was 2001.
2001, and you're still here today. Okay, you must have, I'm not going to ask you, did you face any challenges?
Yes.
You must have, and any business would. What kind of challenges did you face?
Like most small businesses, it wasn't necessarily finance, it was more knowledge. Going into a market that you knew nothing about, really just sheer passion to solve a problem. You're going in fresh, you're going in new. So what the good thing about that is that you don't, you break all the rules, you don't know any different, but you just go with your gut feeling of what the change is that you want to see. You just stay focused on solving that problem. But there were some challenges, you know, just down to manpower and, like I said, skill set and knowledge base, but you soon learn. It becomes like a university and you learn it firsthand.
Okay, now this was a first. When I read this, I was like, wow, you had your products in orders.
Yes, and that is sort of a call on my life where that pioneer spirit has come down through my dad. So in, I forgot what year it was, we entered some awards, won some awards, but we were the first unknown brand in Morley's in Brixton, Alders Croydon, James Selby's, North London, and it was a fantastic opportunity.
How did you feel seeing your products on shelf?
I mean, I remember there was a designer, Adebayo Jones, and he said to me, if you don't call the department store, I'm going to be upset with you, because he could see something I didn't even know. And many times people can see what we carry, and we need them, you know, to just give us a little push. So he said, call the department store, and I did. I picked up the phone. I didn't even know who I needed. I had a buy meeting, and they loved the product, and they literally said, when can you move in?
Wow.
It was so simple, but at the same time, had I not been obedient and not moved, it would have been harder, because I would have sort of missed the open door, the opportunity.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about your words. We're going to talk about the other bit of your life that you are passionate about. But let's talk about your awards. What was your first award?
The first award was Entrepreneur of the Year with the European Federation of Black Women Business Owners. And I remember coming back from America and just volunteering. So the year before I volunteered, and I didn't know this community of Black professionals in the UK existed, because I'd come out of university, then I was in America. And I saw all these people coming in ball gowns, and I was like, oh, these people look amazing. They look like the Black Hollywood I had seen. And then the following year, by then I'd started my business. So to be nominated and then awarded, it was my first award. It was sort of like I'd never experienced anything, and I was really excited about it.
How did the MBE come about?
The MBE was in 2009. By then I'd won 7 business awards, entrepreneur, innovator, all these different categories. And to this day, I still don't know who nominated me, but I just remember I was really tired. I was wanting to just run away from it all. And I saw a letter come through the post from the, I think it wasn't the Home Office, I forgot the department in my head. But this letter came through and said, you've been nominated and you can't say anything until 1 minute past midnight on New Year's Day. And so I told my mum, and then I just waited. I didn't say anything. And then 1 minute past midnight, I think I had a phone call from a reporter who said, how does it feel to have been awarded an MBE? I'm like, at that point, I didn't even know, because you have to look for the listing online. And I was at a party. And I was like, what? And I put the phone down and I screamed and then obviously after, you get to take your family to the palace, and that's just, it's awesome that you do for your family. It's an awesome thing to be honoured.
So how did you feel being before Prince Charles?
It was nerve-wracking the whole day, because you drive in through the front gates. I mean, to drive in through the front gates of Buckingham Palace, like you have the right to be there, was awesome. Prince Charles is really tall. I'm 5'2", he's probably about 7 foot. And it was nerve-wracking. They had a beautiful orchestra that played.
And they teach you how to curtsy and...
Well, I knew how to curtsy, but there are some formalities. But I think it's just the awe. You're taking it in. You're looking at the ceiling, the lights, the floor, the carpet, the doors. You take it. You know, it's like a fairy tale. Somewhere you've never been. You may never go again. And you just your eyes. Yes,
is this real?
Yes, yeah. It was. You know, my mom, my daughter, my sister were all there. It was awesome.
Yeah. I know that you've gone on to do a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
How do you do that? What informed you wanting to do that?
Earlier on, mentoring was literally one-to-one, raising the standards for my team. You know, representing a brand of black cosmetics. I wanted people to aspire to be the best they could be. So I had to mentor my girls personally, self-esteem, on presentation. And then I think I developed over the years through my own walking business, and now coach other people, leaders, future leaders in business, across sectors, because I work with the individual. And a lot of the times there are things that are limiting, either things we believe or things people have said that stop us and make us think we can't go further. And it's my gift that I can discern that. We work in that area, and my clients, even in 2 meetings, 3 meetings, they just, that limit is lifted, and they just run.
Okay, so let's assume that someone comes in through your door now and says, I want to start a business, but I've had this challenge in the past. Yes. What would be the first thing you would say to them?
Okay, so some of my clients are international, and they'll come on Skype, and one of the first things I'll do is identify who are you, because many of us don't know who we are or have allowed ourselves to agree that we're anybody other than who we knew we were. And we'll go back to the earliest memory and say, what was it you liked doing? Where was your passion and why? And then we start to so we peel all the layers back, and then we start to retrace. What are you good at? What do people identify? Where do you think you have the most fruit in your life? And we start to look at areas, and we will do a questioning which says, right, what are your hindrances? Why are they there? Who's stopping you? And the questioning and the working around, some of it's very practical, some of it's financial, some of it's mindset. Our mind can have us imprisoned sometime, and just unlocking that.
Okay, the ones that have come back to you, that have been fulfilled in some way, what do they say to you?
Oh my goodness, this is one client I have in mind. She's amazing. In 3 sessions she hit her goal, from a seminar with 5 or 4 people to 25 and then 50, and she said, I'm actually going to book you. I want to come back for the coaching because I don't want to stay where I am. I want to grow. That blew me away, because I'm thinking, okay, we hit the target. She's hit all her goals. She's on track. She's making the money she needs to make now in her business because we hit the target. And even she said, I want to climb more. And I was like, wow, yes, there's more. We don't have to stay comfortable.
Okay, we're going to go on a break now. When we come back, we'll talk about your passion. I'm not going to let everybody know what that is, but you'll find out. This is the Just Tip Show. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break.
I stood up and my undergarment went down. And it was my slip, but it just...
Why did that go down?
Now, Christian, I'm in the process of writing. But sing and minister anywhere I go, in Spain, with Spain's top choir, on missions, large audiences, small audiences.
Welcome back to the Just Tip Show. We have with us today Dr. Yana Johnson, MPE, and we've been having such a lovely time, you know, getting to know her and all of that. Okay, I did say we were going to talk about your passion, which is singing. Now, don't tell me you started singing from your mother's womb, because I've had a lot of people say, oh, I started singing from my mother's womb. Yeah, but when did you know that you could sing?
I remember being age 4, and I was at a Baptist church, and we were going on a trip to Weston-super-Mare, and I had on my little denim outfit, my little pot belly and my little hair in a ponytail, and they put me up, they're waiting for the coach, and they put me on the table to sing while they're waiting for the coach, and I sing, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. And there was an ovation And I carried on singing more and more until the coach came. So that was the first time. It wasn't so much that I knew I could sing, but the first time I had attention, a captive audience of people. I was singing about, you know, Jesus saying, I will make you fishers of men. And my voice didn't really develop even to now until much, much, much later. Then when I became a Christian, it changed again, even better. But I always had the passion to write songs and to tell messages in my songs.
So what songs have you written? For all the songs you've written for yourself, or have you written for any other person?
I was signed to Warner's. I wrote a demo. I didn't even know if I could sing. I didn't even know if I was a writer. So I wrote this demo, and at the time I was working in New York, and I sent the demo to London, and it actually got signed to Warner's. And on the same label as me was Shola Amma and a few other people. So that album got signed, and it sold about 40,000 copies in Japan. And then I wrote for Shola Amma 3 songs with her, and they're on her album In Return, which was the year she won the Brit Award. And then another guy, Richie Rich, he remixed a song that I had covered, Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent by Gwen Guthrie, and he got famous because of that remix. But there wasn't label clearance, so that song didn't chart, but it had charted underground. So that was before I was Christian. And now I'm Christian. I'm in the process of writing my album. But sing and minister anywhere I go, in Spain with Spain's top choir, on missions, large audiences, small audiences, even people that just need healing, I'll just sing.
I'm going to ask you to sing, but I'm not going to tell you to do it here, because that would probably be a little bit cheesy. Yeah. But where do you see, first of all, where do you see Yana in the next 5 years?
Yana, cosmetic Yana, person.
Yana as a person.
In the next 5 years. I really follow wherever I'm sent and what I'm sent to do. And so far, it says on my website, my life's an inspiration. So all of the things I do, I encounter. I'm very open Christian. I bring empowerment to people. And I think, you know, as you handle the small things well, you are increased in that area. So I travel a lot. I connect people to each other, and I empower people. So I think there'll be lots more of that. I can't define it because it's not my will. It's almost written for me. And each year I kind of know where I'm going. But when I hear people saying, oh, I have a 3-year plan and a 5-year plan, I'm like, wow, I did have a 3, 5 and 10-year plan, but God redirects you. And he says, do this, go here, go here. In 2012, we had a recession, and retail, it shook every business. Many brands, you know, Woolworths, all these people closed down, and my business, it shifted. That wasn't my plan, but it shifted, and I had to follow what was going to work. And this is what I talk about when we project and forecast and say we want this, but sometimes the diversity takes us left or to the right. So I'm very open.
Okay, we know that we can get Yana Cosmetics online.
Online?
Yes. Are you having any plans of bringing them in stores again?
Yana Cosmetics wants to empower people that want to resell. So we have makeup, we have jewellery at the moment.
Oh, you have jewellery?
We have jewellery. It's on the website, yanacosmetics.com. But there are some people who are good at selling makeup, selling jewellery, having their own little home parties, or maybe they have a hair salon and they want to sell their products. We supply, distribute and provide training on or offline for them. And that's our growth model as opposed to in-store.
Okay, so Yana Cosmetics now,
yes.
Where is it going to be in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, it should be in most countries.
That's what I was waiting
most countries. So we want to empower people wherever you are. Globalization and the use of internet and digital media, and you know, all these apps for taking money and all these kind of different things which can empower people. Doesn't matter who you are. If that's something you're passionate about, we can support.
Okay, we were having a conversation earlier about your singing, and that you're stalling, right? But yeah, you started work, you know, on an album. When do you think that album will come out, and what do you hope to achieve by releasing that album?
This first EP that I'm going to write, I'm a writer, so I can write for anyone in any style, any genre. It's not something that's difficult for me. And I think that was one of the things in honing me in, because you then go, what's my style? Because if you've got a flexible gospel voice, you can sing most things. But my task with this EP that I'm writing at the moment is to bring the atmosphere of worship across cultures, across denominations. It's beautiful music. It's 6 songs that are just very much, you just get into them, they feel good and sound familiar. So that's my first objective, is to get these 6 songs out and then travel, perform them, and just minister through those songs.
That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to ask you a random question now.
Yes.
Right? Number 1, 2, 3, pick any number.
2.
Okay, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done?
Oh. When I was a teenager, I stood up on a bus and my I stood up and my undergarment was went down. And it was my slip, but it just...
Why did that go down?
I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but it just...
How did you feel?
Thank God, I don't know how many people saw, but when you're a teenager and your mother says, wear this, and they tell you to layer up. I think it's just too many layers, and yeah, that was a bit revealing.
Okay. Oh, poor you. Okay, stop laughing, please. Yeah. Now, I also ask my guests a relationship question.
Yes.
Right? And when I say relationship, I mean male-female relationship. Yeah. Now, they would say that men cheat.
Yes.
Right? Why do you think they cheat? I know you're a woman, and I should be asking a man, but I want a female perspective.
There are many reasons why men cheat, based on just what I hear. It was very interesting because I was at a conference the weekend just gone, and one of the messages, strong messages from the conference, which I actually applauded the host, she said was, whatever they do, at the end of the day, we're, as women, supposed to take it to God. And He's supposed to heal that thing, because it could be cheat, it could be brokenness in another way. And we're supposed to hold on to that relationship, and we don't fight for that. We don't forgive in the way we should and hold on. So we've just got a whole mess, and just men everywhere, and women trying to get hold of men. I mean, the thing that there are less men to women, sport for choice, so that could also be a big factor. I think that could be a really big factor, because no matter how loyal someone is, if there's eye candy everywhere, I think it's temptation. But at the end of the day, each person's supposed to have their relationship with God, and it's supposed to guide them. But I guess they're in the process of learning how to manage that. Okay, we're going to have to go in a minute. Last word into this camera for our viewers, especially the young ones who are having a lot of challenges finding a way. What would you have to say to them? Take into this camera. Okay, you were created for something. You were created by an awesome God. Your job, before you do anything, is to find out who you are, what you were created for, master that thing, and just excel in it, and to the point where you have something to give someone else. You're our future leaders.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Well, that's our show for today. We'd like to thank you very much for coming on the show. It was really an honor having you. And I hope that when we do invite you back, you'll be glad to come back.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That's our show for today. Thank you very much for watching. If there's any comment you would like to make, visit our Facebook page, and we'll be happy to read your comments out on the show, on the next show. I remain Evelyn Obahon. I'm sure we will do this again sometime soon. Till then, take care and goodbye.
Oh, because of who you are. Oh, the grace. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise.
I am excited to introduce to you Woodbury Terrace, a quintessential opportunity to own one of the crown jewels of Lekki homes. Excellence finally has an address. Placed in an up-and-coming area of the island and strategically located opposite Lagos Business School, sits these distinguished, luxurious 4-bedroom terraces. Our tour begins with the spacious ground floor, comprising of a large open-plan living dining area, a guest room with an ensuite, as well as the good-sized, fully fitted kitchen through the rear of the lounge. Adjacent to the stairs is the mini lounge, which is the ideal hangout place for your kids away from the main lounge, or for you to just enjoy the cool breeze from your own private balcony. Opposite the mini lounge is bedroom 2 with its ensuite. Bedroom 1 boasts of a balcony, an ensuite, and immediate access to the second lounge. Finally, we have the very spacious master bedroom, positioned for maximum privacy, with built-in wardrobes and a deluxe ensuite. This prestigious development is built to a very high standard, completed with hand-selected finishes, precision craftsmanship, and a wealth of home technology. Our luxury homes start from 30 million naira, and mortgages can be arranged with as little as 30% deposit. We are selling now, so contact us today to secure your unit.